MCU films are widely regarded as the best in the superhero film genre. However, not every scene in these Marvel films are a success. Over its 12-year run, the MCU has given superhero fans some of the best comic book films ever made. Even the best of the bunch, however, contains some scenes that just make no sense, jokes that fall completely flat, and set pieces that lack any real creativity. Here are the top 10 worst MCU moments of all time. Before we get further, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring that bell to get notified about our latest videos. Alright, back to the video. At number 10, the introduction of Professor Hulk in Avengers Endgame. Endgame is without a doubt the best of the MCU's output, but at just over 3 hours, it's a mind-numbing experience and nothing stands out as cutting room floor material more than Professor Hulk's extended introduction. This scene suffers from an influx of bad humor aside from completing Bruce Banner's character arc off-screen. In a film filled with incredible scenes, this one stands out as unnecessary, plotting, and devoid of humor. Also, he dabbed, and that was like 3 years too late, so yeah. At number 9, the decimation of Xandar in Avengers Infinity War. Thor informs the Guardians during his first encounter with the motley crew, without even a flashback or insert or anything, that planet Xandar was destroyed and the Power Stone stolen a week earlier during Thanos' Blitz of Destruction. This is a moment that could have used a bit more importance, as the final cut barely acknowledges the significance of that information. At number 8, the fight in the Vibranium mine in Black Panther. From T'Challa and Killmonger's fight for the throne to the kinetic casino fight, Black Panther is jam-packed with stunning, well-choreographed fight scenes. Which makes it all the more disappointing that for the climax, the filmmakers decided to ditch everything that made the fight special in favor of a smorgasbord of poorly rendered CGI. The effects were created using motion capture, but focusing the final fight of the film on 2 CG creations in a CG environment makes the punches appear softer and the stakes appear decidedly lower. Like, it just looks animated. At number 7, the death of the Warriors 3 in Thor Ragnarok. By a wide margin, Ragnarok is the best of the Thor films. But if there was one scene that felt completely out of place, it was Hela's arrival on Asgard and the quick execution of the Warriors 3. Sure, they weren't exactly scene stealers, but after 2 films of the Warriors supporting and rescuing Thor, seeing Hela slaughter them in a matter of seconds is disheartening to say the least. At number 6, the origin of Fury's missing eye in Captain Marvel. While the rest of this film is excellent, turning one of the Infinity Saga's best mysteries into a punchline saps Fury's imposing swagger and retcons one of his best lines from The Winter Soldier, quote, "Last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye." Are we supposed to believe that he's referring to the cat? At number 5, Quill loses his cool in Avengers Infinity War. After finally subduing Thanos, the Avengers on planet Titan try to pry the Infinity Gauntlet from the Maniac's grip. Star-Lord, cocky and unsure of himself, decides to use this opportunity to question Thanos about Gamora's whereabouts. Then there's a string of extremely bad decisions. He doesn't, becoming completely insane and beating Thanos over the head until he awakens from his trance and regains control. At this moment, fans turned on Star-Lord, citing this scene as the one that directly led to the Avengers' demise in Infinity War. At number 4, Steve and Sharon's kiss in Captain America Civil War. While Sharon Carter was vital to the story of Steve Rogers in the comics, her role in the MCU is, to put it mildly, subdued. A brief kiss with Captain Rogers before the airport battle in Civil War concludes the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent's arc, emphasizes that while Marvel had big plans for a character, they were quickly abandoned once the filmmakers began planning Infinity War and Endgame. A character who should have been Steve's main love interest is lowered to a footnote. At number 3, the crash landing on planet Ego in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. The stakes are what make an action scene interesting. The idea that a character, particularly a fan favorite, could be killed during a fight lends weight to the scene, whereas watching characters survive impossible situations with relative ease can significantly lower the stakes. Consider the crash landing sequence in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 on planet Ego. Sure, it's entertaining, but it's difficult to believe Drax could ever be in danger from another character after seeing him tossed around like a rag doll on the end of a rope attached to a crashing spacecraft. At number 2, Fortnite in Avengers Endgame. Endgame's strange shoutout to the Epic Games Fortnite in Thor's reintroduction was easily the most jarring product placement gag in recent memory. It's understandable, considering Fortnite created limited-time crossover events in which players could play as Thanos, the Chitauri, or the Avengers. But imagine how strange it would be to explain this and Hulk dabbing to your children in 10 years. And finally, at number 1, the F-bomb in Spider-Man Far From Home. The scene is as fantastic as the film that surrounds it. Far From Home concludes with the best cliffhanger in MCU history. aside from the snap. And after defeating Mysterio, Spider-Man swings through New York only to discover that the globe-headed antagonist fabricated a video portraying the wall crawler as a villain and revealing his secret identity to the public. However, should things stay as combative as they currently are between the two powerhouse studios, it's just so unlike Spider-Man to say the F word, but we can forgive them as it did give us one of the greatest movies of all time, Spider-Man No Way Home. So guys, that was it for today's video. What do you think about our video? Let us know in the comment section below. If you're new to our channel, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell to get notified about our latest videos. Thanks for watching.